I'm going to share with you information that is worth $17,500. You heard me correctly, $17,500. So today I'm going to share with you information as to how you, a potential home buyer, can get this grant money of $17,500, right? So let's go into how this grant came up and what it is. Bank of America introduced a grant called the Our America's Home Grant. So again, Our America's Home Grant. I'm going to have this information in the link so you can get some more information if you like. But nonetheless, to satisfy their duty to the Community Reinvestment Act, they decided to allocate $5 billion to this grant in order to cultivate home buyers and to assist with community needs. So let's talk about this grant, what it is, how it's set up, and how you can go ahead and get that free money. Because if you don't know, grants are free money. They're not loans that you have to pay back. These are grants. It's free money that the government needs. It's giving away essentially. And it is money that comes on a first come, first served basis. So once that funding is used up, it won't come back. And this just started in 2021. So if you decide to wait it out and I'll just wait till the fall and try to do this or what have you, if the money's gone, it's gone. So as soon as they use it up, it's gone. So I would definitely say move sooner rather than later if you are in a position to buy. Again, this grant is through Bank of America and it's called Our America's Home Grant. So let's talk about the two parts of this, right? It's a $17,500 grant. The first $10,000 of it is dedicated solely to down payment, right? They are willing to provide up to 3% or equal to $10,000 of your down payment. That is the first part of that grant. Now, you do have to qualify for this, so there are obviously stipulations in place and different qualifications that you have to meet in order to be eligible for this. And one of them is that you are buying this home as your primary residence. So not somebody who's looking to buy an investment property. It wouldn't work for them. But if you're looking to buy a home, you want to stay in it, it's your primary residence, then you can qualify for this loan in addition to different income brackets and things of that nature. To get the details of this, you would have to get in touch with a Bank of America representative, and then they'll kind of go over the details in terms of what you would need to qualify. But nonetheless, the first $10,000 of this grant is strictly strictly geared toward down payment assistance. Why is this a big deal? This is a huge deal because you know what was surveyed? The survey read that 66% of Americans are hesitant or actually don't even go toward their home buying dreams because they can't afford the down payment that usually comes with the home buying process, right? So that's over half. 66% said that they don't go toward their aspirations of becoming a homeowner simply because the down payment is out of their reach. And so that's why down payment assistance programs like this one with free money are so great, because they give you that extra push to achieve your home ownership goals. Secondly, so that's the first $10,000. The first $10,000 is strictly geared toward down payment. Now, the remaining $7,500 is for closing costs. So this is a beautiful part of this program as well. The $7,500 that is geared toward closing costs is there so that way you can cover your closing costs. So if you're not familiar, when it comes time to buying a home, there is cash that you have to have at closing. It's called your cash to close. And that ranges from $0 to whatever the amount is, but nonetheless, this grant will give you $7,500. And a lot of the time, depending on the price point, you don't need that much money. I know when I closed, I didn't need hardly anything close to that. So I just wanted to put that out there that that's not the standard amount of closing costs. But the beautiful thing with this loan or this grant, it's not a loan, it's a grant. The beautiful thing with this grant is that $7,500, let's say you don't use the whole $7,500 for closing costs, or you don't need it. You don't have that much in closing costs to pay, or that cash to close, you don't need that much. The remainder of the cash that's left can be used to buy down your interest rate. So that is a game changer, right? Because everybody wants to have a low interest rate. If you're not familiar, you want a low interest rate because the lower your interest rate, the more you're paying toward principal, which means the faster you're paying, the faster you're going to acquire the property and get it paid off. And that's great because that's the sooner you can collect on equity. So the lower your interest rate, the better. And that is a beautiful thing about the second part of this grant program, because that $7,500 is literally there to help you with your cash at close, or really rather, to go ahead and buy down your interest rate. So there's just great stuff all around with this program. Now, again, this program is only in place until the funds run out. So once the funds are out, it's done, it's gone, there's no more. So thank you for joining me today, and I hope that this was helpful. Again, this is $17,500 worth of information I'm giving you. So the link is below. You are free to explore the details in more depth if you like. And I guess in terms of like potential cons to this program, because everything has its ups and downs and its pros and cons. With this program in particular, one, again, this has to be your primary residence. So somebody who's looking for an investment property cannot take advantage of this grant program, because this is strictly for people who are looking to reside in the home primarily. And then two, you are going to be taxed on this income. So this $17,500 is, you will be taxed on it, which, I mean, it's free money. So who cares about a little bit of taxes for this free money and to get you into a home, which could create generational wealth. So again, it's up to you to kind of weigh the pros and cons of this, but ultimately it seems, in my opinion, like a win-win, and it definitely is a go. And again, this is the Our America's Home Grant. Our America's Home Grant through Bank of America. And I'm going to go ahead and put this information in my bio here, or I'm sorry, in my link, in my caption here, so that you can take advantage of the details. And if you don't, always feel free just to Google Our America's Home Grant, and it'll go over the details with you as to how you can apply, what you need to qualify, and how you can get more information if you still have questions about the program or just the kind of the parameters that surround it. So anyway, thank you for joining me on this Winning Wednesday. I hope that this Winning Wednesday tip keeps you winning, and thanks for joining me.